Okay, so with all the videos we've been releasing about the Redskins and my NFL career, a lot of you guys have been asking, well, what has the past 5 years in the NFL looked like for you? And so I put together this montage of all the things and the videos and pictures that I put together over the past 5 years, and it has been wild.
So let's take it back to where it started.
Chiefs picked me up in free agency, and I was sure to be their guy.
Andrew, this is John Dorsey, General Manager of the Kansas City Chiefs. You are to be congratulated for having an outstanding collegiate career.
And as soon as you got picked up, about a week later, you proposed to me.
Crazy time. So then I went to camp, and it was about 3 weeks after that I ended up getting cut. I had this huge mental breakdown. I was calling Shawn in tears every night, and they ultimately released me because I was playing really bad. Then I spent that whole fall kind of sat out. I had a couple tryouts with the Saints, with the Seahawks.
Tried out for the USA national rugby team in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes.
Where as soon as he finished his tryout game, we got back to the hotel and had 20 missed calls from his football agent saying you need to be in New York for the New York Jets in the next 5 hours.
And the Seahawks ultimately signed me in January of 2016, only to be released a couple months later.
Looks like the Seahawks are actually going to cut me. I was super pumped about that team, but it's the way it is.
You guys want to know how I found out that I got released from the Seahawks? Twitter.
It was probably a month, if not 2 months. And then you got picked up by the Raiders.
Which was like a week or two before our wedding.
Yes, because we were panicking because we were like, what's the schedule for the Raiders?
Yeah.
Because we have a wedding.
So we ended up going, we got married, and then the next day after our wedding, we flew out to Oakland to
6 a.m.
to start training out there. They ultimately released me in August. I had a great time out there. They told me actually before the game last night that they were going to cut me. I'm no longer an Oakland Raider. My time here was amazing. It's amazing, and I'm a little anxious as to what's going to happen next. I got signed by the Rams in the spring of 2017 and spent 1 or 2 months out there while Shawn was filming a TV show.
The new Los Angeles Rams. March 13th, 4:38 p.m., 80 degrees outside, Thousand Oaks, California.
After he got released by the Rams.
Put in my order of eggs. I wanted to talk to the head coach, Shawn McVay, and they cut me. So right after I got cut from the Rams, the Raiders gave me another call. I had some tryouts with the Colts, did a mini camp there. About 5 minutes after I got the call from the Colts, the Raiders called me and said that they want me back. Went through training camp with the Raiders, got cut. To put myself in the best position to make the team, but if I don't, I'm at peace. Spent that season doing all kinds of tryouts for the Cardinals, for the Lions, for the Giants. That's when we had the miscarriage, was that fall. Trying out, hoping to get signed, and I'm optimistic that it's gonna happen. I'm at the airport right now, trying out for a new team, and you won't believe. I'm working out for the Titans! In the locker room here, just got word that I'm not gonna make the team. It's 5 o'clock. Shawn took off for New York, but the Lions called me yesterday, and they're flying me in. I did just get news that the Giants called. I'm gonna be flying from this Lions workout to the Giants workout. Another early morning, and it's killing me. Actually, my trick for when I have to wake up early is to use eye drops. They're not signing anybody today, but their guys are a little beat up, so they might bring one of us back.
You miscarried. It doesn't feel good.
Here in Philadelphia for a tryout. There's been a bunch of situations where I've been this close to making the team and playing, and I haven't made it, so I've been frustrated. But I'm excited for today. Let's do this thing.
I don't know what we got tonight. It'll either be tonight or first thing in the morning.
Okay, Jaguar snapper got hurt today. I don't know who else is available to get the job, so I feel like this is gonna be the one, Shawn. It wasn't my best, honestly. I had fun. I feel like I performed okay. It is 5:45 here in Washington, D.C. Said they really liked me. They just didn't have a need for me right now, so I am at the airport, and just the way it goes. Could be home with Shawn though, so that's a plus. In January, the Raiders said, hey, we want you to be our guy. We're going to sign you a third time. And so we signed a third time with the Raiders.
I just found out that the Raiders are going to bring me back for the third time, which is crazy. I'm excited, kind of nervous, kind of frustrated.
Just that.
We're going back to the Raiders, baby.
Sure you want me to do this? But they ultimately ended up having a coaching change, signed another player to the biggest contract in long snapper history, which is my position. And so I said, I don't want to show up because I don't have a chance of making this team, and I've done this a couple times with you guys. I am going to relinquish my spot on the Oakland Raiders football team. And then I had a couple more tryouts with the Jaguars, who ended up signing me for camp that year. I spent a couple weeks down there, got released. Well, just got released from the Jaguars, and this is now my 7th time getting cut from an NFL team. But if there's something I've learned after 7 times of essentially losing my job, it's that the one thing I can control is my response. And if I let this make me bitter or get me discouraged, then it will prevent me from taking that next step of progress that I need to ultimately achieve my goal. And in December, I ultimately ended up signing with a new startup football league and played with the team called the Memphis Alliance. And I left that team, and then it was literally 3 days later that I got the call from the Redskins. Second practice ever for the Alliance of American Football. How's it going so far?
We went on vacation to New York City with our best friends. The very last day of our vacation, we're sitting at breakfast, and Andrew gets a call from the Washington Redskins saying, you need to be on a plane in the next hour and a half. And you're playing tomorrow.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I just landed here in Washington, D.C., and I am on the verge of achieving a lifelong goal. And so that's what happened. And our first game was with none other than the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Last time I was at this stadium, I was getting cut from the Jags. What happened today? Was part of the game-winning field goal, Redskins versus Jags. How about that? Comes full circle.
And then I spent December through August with the Redskins. Just got released.
We found out we were pregnant.
That happened too?
Yeah.
That happened too?
Yeah?
Yes. And I just got the call that I'm getting released, so I'm at the airport now. This is how it goes. And so it's been a wild ride, but I'm looking back on the past 5 years, and I would not change a single thing. Not one thing.
It hasn't been my heart on the line, so I can't say for you that I wouldn't change anything. From a wife's perspective, I haven't enjoyed watching you get hurt and disappointed, but I have seen the man that football and all of these experiences has made you, and it's the most respectable man I've ever seen. So.
I think football has been good for me, but I think what's been better for me is my plans not having worked out the way that I wanted them to. And Shawn and I have been able to experience some wonderful things, met people we never would have dreamed of meeting, all because we were forced outside our comfort zone and forced outside what we thought our life would look like. So dreams have come true. I feel like we've learned lessons in perseverance and patience and in appreciating where we are in the moment. So
Absolutely.
Thanks for all you have done for me, babe.
Thank you. Are you kidding?
You've been super patient. For those of you curious, that's what my football career has looked like.
And I think it's still the beginning. Who knows?
We'll
but
see.
you never know.